Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my beloved brothers and sisters in faith. Welcome back to our channel where we illuminate the extraordinary achievements of Islamic scholars who fundamentally transformed human understanding and forever changed the course of scientific discovery. Today I'm incredibly excited to share with you a story so magnificent, so revolutionary, that it will completely reshape how you perceive the brilliant scientific legacy of Islamic civilization and the monumental impact our scholars had on mathematics, astronomy, geography, and anthropology. Before we embark on this fascinating journey, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because what you're about to learn will fill you with tremendous pride in our Islamic heritage and motivate you to pursue knowledge with the same passion and precision that defined our Golden Age. Have you ever wondered who accurately calculated the Earth's circumference with stunning precision over 1,000 years ago? Who created the first systematic study of different cultures and religions? Who developed groundbreaking mathematical techniques that laid the foundation for modern trigonometry and calculus? What kind of extraordinary intellect could seamlessly blend profound Islamic scholarship with revolutionary scientific methodology, transforming our understanding of the world while remaining deeply committed to serving Allah through the pursuit of truth and knowledge? Today, I want to tell you about a man whose name should resonate in every Muslim household, a towering intellectual giant whose scientific innovations advanced human civilization by centuries, and whose scholarly methodology became the gold standard for empirical research. A polymath whose work represents the absolute pinnacle of Islamic scholarship during our civilization's most glorious era. This man is Abu Rayhan Muhammad ibn Ahmad al-Biruni, and his incredible contributions to science, mathematics, astronomy, and anthropology represent one of the most remarkable intellectual achievements in human history, a legacy that continues to influence modern scholarship nearly a millennium after his death. Picture this scene with me for a moment. It's the year 973 CE, and in the ancient city of Kath in Khwarezm, present-day Uzbekistan, a child is born into a world where Islamic civilization is experiencing unprecedented intellectual prosperity, where scholars from across the vast Islamic empire gather to exchange ideas and push the boundaries of human knowledge, where scientific inquiry and religious devotion combine to create an atmosphere of learning that has never been equaled. This child, Abu Rayhan Al-Biruni, grows up immersed in the most advanced educational system of his time, in a region where Muslim scholars are making groundbreaking discoveries in mathematics, astronomy, and natural philosophy, where the synthesis of Greek, Indian, Persian, and Arab intellectual traditions creates new possibilities for understanding the universe and our place within it. His education is extraordinarily comprehensive, encompassing not only the traditional Islamic sciences of Quran, Hadith, and Islamic jurisprudence, but also the cutting-edge mathematical and astronomical knowledge that makes Khwarezm a renowned center of learning, where students journey from distant lands to study under the greatest minds of their generation. The young Al-Biruni's exceptional abilities become evident early as he demonstrates not only a masterful grasp of existing knowledge, but also an innovative mind that sees connections and possibilities that others have overlooked, combined with a methodical approach to investigation that would later revolutionize scientific research. But what truly distinguishes him is his unwavering Islamic faith, which inspires him to see scientific inquiry not merely as an intellectual exercise but as a sacred obligation, a way of contemplating Allah's creation and uncovering the divine wisdom embedded in the natural world. His approach to knowledge is both rigorous and humble, recognizing that true understanding comes from Allah, and that scholars are merely instruments through which divine knowledge is revealed to humanity, understanding that the pursuit of truth is a form of worship that brings us closer to our Creator. As he establishes himself as a scholar in various courts across the Islamic world, Al-Biruni quickly gains recognition as an exceptional mathematician and astronomer. But his true genius lies in his systematic approach to research, his meticulous documentation of observations, and his innovative spirit that leads him to develop new methods and instruments that revolutionize scientific investigation. His masterpiece, the Kitab al-Hind, known as the Book of India, becomes the most comprehensive and objective study of Indian civilization ever written, a work that demonstrates his revolutionary approach to anthropological research and his commitment to understanding other cultures with remarkable objectivity and scholarly integrity. This groundbreaking work, based on years of careful observation and study during his time in India, presents an unbiased analysis of Indian philosophy, religion, science, and society that remains valuable to scholars today, establishing principles of comparative cultural study that were centuries ahead of their time. What makes Al-Biruni's contribution so extraordinary is not just the breadth of his knowledge but the depth of his methodology, his ability to approach complex problems with systematic precision and develop innovative solutions that advance human understanding in fundamental ways. He calculates the Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy using trigonometric methods he developed himself, achieving results that wouldn't be improved upon for centuries, demonstrating the sophistication of Islamic mathematical and astronomical knowledge. His astronomical observations and calculations, including precise measurements of planetary positions and lunar eclipses, contribute to a more accurate understanding of celestial mechanics and provide the foundation for future astronomical advancement throughout the Islamic world and beyond. His work in mathematics, particularly in trigonometry and algebraic geometry, introduces new concepts and techniques that become essential tools for later mathematicians and astronomers, establishing mathematical foundations that continue to influence modern scientific research. But perhaps his greatest contribution to human knowledge is his development of the scientific method itself, his understanding that true knowledge must be based on careful observation, systematic experimentation, and rigorous analysis, rather than mere speculation or acceptance of ancient authorities. He pioneers the use of controlled experiments and comparative analysis, developing research techniques that wouldn't be widely adopted in Europe for several centuries, establishing principles of empirical investigation that continue to guide scientific research today. His approach to studying other cultures, emphasizing direct observation over second-hand accounts and objective analysis over cultural prejudice, establishes him as the world's first true anthropologist and sets standards for cross-cultural research that remain relevant in modern scholarship. The impact of Al-Biruni's work extends far beyond the Islamic world, with his mathematical and astronomical discoveries being transmitted to Europe through Latin translations, contributing significantly to the European Renaissance and the development of modern science. European scholars acknowledge him as one of the greatest scientists of all time, recognizing that his innovations in mathematics, astronomy, and research methodology laid crucial foundations for the scientific revolution that would transform European civilization centuries later. His influence on the development of trigonometry is particularly profound, with his trigonometric tables and computational methods being used by mathematicians and astronomers throughout Europe and the Islamic world for centuries, establishing mathematical tools that remain fundamental to modern engineering and physics. The geographical and cartographical knowledge he develops, including accurate calculations of distances between cities and precise measurements of geographical coordinates, contributes to more accurate maps and navigation techniques that benefit travelers and merchants across the known world. But beyond his technical innovations, Al-Biruni's legacy represents something even more profound: the perfect synthesis of Islamic faith and scientific excellence, the demonstration that devotion to Allah and commitment to advancing human knowledge are not only compatible, but mutually reinforcing aspects of a truly Islamic life. His life exemplifies the Islamic principle that seeking knowledge is a sacred duty, that using our God-given intellect to understand Allah's creation is a form of worship, that the pursuit of truth and excellence in all endeavors is a way of honoring Allah and serving His creation. His respectful approach to studying other cultures, his commitment to objectivity and truth even when studying beliefs different from his own, and his dedication to sharing knowledge with all who could benefit from it reflect the highest ideals of Islamic scholarship and demonstrate how religious faith can inspire and guide scientific achievement. The observatories and centers of learning that emerge throughout the Islamic world, many following his model and using his methods, create a standard of scientific research that surpasses anything available elsewhere, demonstrating the practical benefits of combining religious devotion with rigorous scientific methodology. His work in optics and physics, developing new understanding of light and vision that contributes to advances in astronomy and mathematics, reflects the Islamic understanding that Allah's creation operates according to consistent principles that can be discovered through careful study and contemplation. The computational techniques he develops, particularly those involving complex calculations for astronomical prediction and geographical measurement, require not only mathematical skill but also profound trust in Allah's wisdom, understanding that the order and precision of the universe reflect divine perfection and that human investigation can reveal glimpses of this divine design. Dear brothers and sisters, the story of Abu Rayhan Al-Biruni reminds us of the incredible achievements of Islamic civilization during our Golden Age, when Muslim scholars led the world in scientific advancement while maintaining their deep faith and commitment to serving Allah through their intellectual pursuits. In our modern world, where science and religion are often portrayed as opposing forces, where Muslim contributions to human knowledge are frequently overlooked or minimized, Al-Biruni's example shows us that Islamic faith and scientific excellence not only can coexist, but actually strengthen each other, creating an approach to knowledge that is both rigorous and spiritual, both innovative and ethical. His legacy challenges us to reclaim our heritage of intellectual achievement, to pursue knowledge with the same dedication and precision that characterized our predecessors, to see scientific advancement as a form of worship and service to Allah rather than something separate from religious life. The courage with which he challenged existing assumptions, the precision with which he conducted his research, the generosity with which he shared his discoveries with students and colleagues across cultural boundaries. These qualities represent the highest ideals of Islamic scholarship and remind us of what we can achieve when we combine faith with knowledge, devotion with innovation, service to Allah with service to humanity. His emphasis on objective research and cross-cultural understanding reminds us that knowledge is universal, and that our responsibility as Muslims includes not only preserving the knowledge we have inherited, but also advancing it further and sharing it with all who can benefit from it, regardless of their cultural or religious background. The ethical standards he established for scholarly research, rooted in Islamic principles of honesty, humility, and service to others, provide a model for how we can pursue intellectual excellence while maintaining our religious values and commitment to serving Allah through serving His creation. If this incredible story has filled you with pride in our Islamic heritage, if it has inspired you to pursue knowledge with greater dedication, if it has reminded you of the responsibility we all have to use our abilities in service of Allah and humanity, please share it with others who need to hear this message of Islamic excellence and scientific achievement. Subscribe to our channel and join us as we continue to explore the rich legacy of Islamic scholarship, the scientists and mathematicians whose discoveries continue to benefit humanity, whose examples remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is a sacred duty, and that excellence in all endeavors is a way of honoring Allah and serving His creation. May Allah grant us all the wisdom and dedication of Abu Rayhan Al-Biruni. May He inspire us to pursue knowledge with the same excellence and objectivity that characterized our Islamic Golden Age. May He help us to see our intellectual pursuits as opportunities for worship and service. And may He guide us to contribute to the advancement of human knowledge and understanding in ways that honor our faith and benefit all of humanity. Barakallahu fikum. And I'll see you soon, insha'Allah, for more inspiring stories from our magnificent Islamic heritage that will awaken your mind and illuminate your understanding of the incredible contributions our scholars have made to human civilization.